Another Brick fan here with a BrickHeadz Harry Potter set. This is Professors of Hogwarts. This is set 40560. It was released in June 2022. It has 601 pieces and cost about $40 when it was released. This is the 8th BrickHeadz set from the Wizarding World. Last year we got 2 BrickHeadz sets. One with Harry, Hermione, Ron, and Hagrid. The other was Voldemort, Nagini, and Bellatrix. I reviewed those last year, and I'll leave you links up here on the screen. Let's go ahead and get this set built, and then we will take a look at the finished BrickHeadz. Here we have our 4 finished BrickHeadz, and as you can see, it starts with Severus Snape right here. This is Minerva McGonagall. Here is Alistair Moody. Sybil Trelawney. So let's go ahead and start with Snape. Professor Snape had a long career at Hogwarts. Of course, he was the potions master, so you can see he has a potion here that goes with his as an accessory. And then he was the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher for a year, and even the headmaster of Hogwarts during the Deathly Hallows movies. He is dressed, of course, in his purple shirt, black robes. He's got the very dark hair here. I think it's a good-looking figure. Of course, he has one hand facing forward here so he can hold that potion. And then you can see just it's all very black all the way around. And then he has, of course, a black wand. That all fits very well with the Snape character. So a very nice BrickHead, although relatively simple, with one printed piece here for the buttons on his purple shirt. Let's move on to our next BrickHead. This is Minerva McGonagall, and she has this very large witch's hat with these nice feather decorations, which are done in this pearl gold. So I thought that turned out quite nicely. If you notice during the build, these are just those little post pieces on a 1x1 to create that kind of offset effect with those two gold feathers, if you will. She has the printed green robes here and then a black shirt underneath it. And then she has a ring here. This is actually placed on a jumper plate, a 1x2 jumper, which makes it look like a necklace, maybe an amulet or medallion on a necklace. She has a pearl gold cup here as an accessory and her light brown or tan wand. You can see she has the gray hair here under her hat, a typical BrickHeadz ear here. There is kind of a slope back here indicating the robes that she's wearing. More gray hair here, and then the hat here is on a hinge that allows it to be sloped backwards like this. And then this side is the same as the other. I do like the kind of bright green coloring here for her robes, and I do like this printing here. These are two, I believe they're 1x4s. These two 1x4s are printed with these different kind of magical symbols in the silver and black. So overall, it turned a really nice representation of Professor McGonagall as a BrickHead. This, of course, is Alastor Moody, and he has the brown or tan hair here, kind of the flesh color here. He's got a brown headband, it kind of looks like, that holds his mechanical eye, which is a nice printed piece on this 2x2 rounded tile in the pearl gold base with the printing on it. He has a printed 2x4 tile here for his zippered jacket with the various belts on it. You tip that up, you can see the zipper with a gray shirt underneath it. He has an antenna piece as a staff here, and then a darker brown wand, or kind of a medium brown wand here. You see the hair build on the side here, just a little bit of hint of an ear there. The back is pretty plain, just in that nougat color, and then he does have some good sculpting on the back of his hair here, which I thought turned out pretty well. The other side, of course, built very much the same as the side we just looked at. One other detail, he does have a mechanical leg, so you see he's got the two brown 1x2s here, but on this side there's a brown and a gray, representing his mechanical leg. So a good representation of Moody with these two nice printed pieces that go with this BrickHead. Finally, we have Professor Trelawney, who was the astrology teacher. Of course, talked about predicting the future and using different signs and portents. So here she is with this, again, nougat colored hair, and then she has this very colorful headband. So there's a bunch of smaller pieces used here to create this headband with the oranges, the sand green, reds, and darker green, which I thought turned out pretty well. She has a multicolored skirt here, which is done with 3 different colors of plates here. There is a printed piece representing her dress here on the top with a little red shirt underneath, and then various necklaces that she's wearing. She does have, of course, have a teacup and a darker brown wand as accessories. I like the way they did these glasses. In the past, they did glasses with a clip piece here, 2 clip pieces here in the middle. But in this case, they put the clips on the side that have been, these little round or hoops here have been used as weapons in the Marvel Universe sets sometimes. They also did have, I believe, a pair of glasses, which had like a single stud here in the middle and connected. I think the Harry Potter BrickHead originally had like glasses that came with it. But as you can see, all of that different coloring on her skirt, and then the sand green shirt she's wearing here, little sculpting around on her hair. Again, some of this red is representing like a headband that she has, that she wears. Good sculpting here on the back of her hair. It kind of widens out and gives it that kind of triangular shape, though with a lot of different curves. And then again, the other side is pretty much the same, although the coloring is slightly different on this side because of that multicolored headband that she was wearing. Overall, again, a nice representation of Professor Trelawney. Once again, here are our 4 professors that are included in this pack. So once again, this is the second 4-pack we've seen of BrickHeadz for the Harry Potter universe. The other one was Harry, Ron, Hermione, and Hagrid, which was a representation of year 1. So the smaller kids, and then Hagrid being a more full-size BrickHead. I think all of these turned out really well. I think they're good representations of the characters. I mean, Snape is a very black with the one purple color there. Professor McGonagall has that nice green robes that she normally wears, and I think the use of this ring here is a nice touch. The prints on both Moody and Trelawney are quite nice, and I do like the fact that they used all these different colors with Professor Trelawney. Going on to value, this is priced just like every other BrickHead set, so essentially it's $10 per BrickHead. So same price that's always been. This was a $40 set. So BrickHeadz have been the same price since they came out, which I'm very appreciative that these haven't gone up in price. I think $10 is a pretty fair price for BrickHeadz. If you look at it, this is 600 pieces for $40, which is around between 7 and 8 cents a piece, which is a good value, especially in a themed set like Harry Potter. Although they are BrickHeadz, which means they are very small pieces typically because of all the little pieces that are used to create the hair and other builds around the BrickHead. In my opinion, another great set of BrickHeadz. I've been collecting these since they came out, the last 4 or 5 years, I would say. There's at least 175 maybe. They're coming close to 200 BrickHeadz, so I'm happy to see the theme continue. And I'm looking forward to more BrickHead sets coming out in the future. So I hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this BrickHead set. I'm going to get started on my next video. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to see more of my LEGO reviews. I left a link to my Harry Potter and BrickHeadz review playlists up here on the screen.